Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. In the last episode, we created two enchanted items, the ring super potions of 14 million percent more powerful potions, and the chest plate of infinite health, which, as you can see, down here in the health bar, what is that, 36 million. Yes, that does indeed appear to be 36 million, which is far more than the final boss of this game. So, yeah, that's perfectly balanced and completely fair. So, in this episode, we are going to be creating armor so that not only do we have infinite health, but also we have infinite defense. And the way we're going to be doing this is through a very fun little glitch. Before you can perform this glitch, however, there are a few things you're going to need to get. And you can use any armor you want. But first, for the sake of demonstration, I'm using the Daedric armor, because it's pretty hard to get. So what you're going to want to get is at least one Daedra heart. You should get more than one, because that'll make this go faster, but you only need one. Then, you're going to need some ebony ingots. Now, we don't have any ebony ingots right now, and ebony ingots, well, you can't get them until you're at least level 25. Well, you can get them before you're level 25, but you can get them by talking to this guy, or any blacksmith, once you're level 25. And ebony ingots will show up in a blacksmith's inventory once you hit level 25. But we aren't even going to be able to create Daedric armor unless we have level 90 in smithing. So, what are we going to do? We need to level up our smithing. And in the previous episode, we made, go to potions of fortify enchanting for, frankly, a ridiculous quantity of fortifying enchanting. So, the way we're going to level up our smithing to level 100 incredibly easily is we're just going to improve a piece of armor and a weapon. So, that on its own doesn't seem like much. But when we combine it with gloves, or gauntlets, whatever, when we combine it with a set of very powerful enchanted gauntlets, we're going to be creating armor that is not only completely indestructible, but we're also going to be instantaneously maxing out our smithing skill. Because the way the smithing skill levels up is the more valuable and more powerful the armor you are forging or improving is, the more experience you gain from it. So, there are a few enchantments you're going to need. The enchantments there's just one enchantment. The enchantment is Fortify Smithing. You're also going to need something. It can be a ring, it can be a necklace. I'm going to be using a necklace. And you're going to need a soul gem. It doesn't matter which soul gem you use, or if you have any at all, because you can just talk to Farengar and buy some of his with your infinite gold that we got in the first episode. So, what you want to do is you want to save, because if your potions of Fortify Enchanting are too powerful, this can crash the game. But so you want to drink your potion of Fortify Enchanting. Don't drink anything else, just one of your potions of Fortify Enchanting. Then go to the Arcane Enchanter, grab your gold diamond necklace, and Fortify Smithing, and that's a large number. Then you use a Grand Soul Gem. You can rename it. And then you can just craft it. And now we have the wonderful necklace. Smithing is broken now. Which, if we go to our apparel and favorite that, we can now improve weapons and armor 14 million% better. Which means that if we improve just a single piece of armor, or just a single weapon, we're going to get about 95 levels in smithing out of that. And yeah, that's all it's going to take. So, now we go to the blacksmith's place. And at the blacksmith's place, we're just going to improve our chest plate of health. Because it's already powerful enough, but let's make it a little bit more powerful. However, as you can see, this hide shield of resist fire will be getting 14,000 defense. The steel armor, which is legendary, will be getting 27,000 defense. But we need materials for that. And we have infinite money, so we can certainly pay for the materials, but we don't really want to pay for the materials. So you could talk to this guy and you could buy stuff, but there is another option where you not need to pay for any materials. So what you want to go, or where you want to go, is you want to get on top of this boulder, or barrel, not boulder. What am I saying? Okay, so you want to get on top of this barrel, and then you want to run and jump there, right over to that wall, like what I'm doing now, but with more success. But once you've gotten like this, you want to hold down the W key, keep it hold down so you're walking into the wall so you don't fall off, and then you just slide on over to that little low part of the wall. And then, as you can see, we have just walked out of Whiterun. Now, the devs did not intend for you to be able to get outside of Whiterun like this. They tried to make it so that you could only leave Whiterun via the door, which is why, for example, this spot is untextured. But in any case, now that we've gotten outside of Whiterun, there is a place that we are going to be going where we will be able to get all sorts of fabulous weapons and armor that aren't very useful yet. And certainly nothing compared to what we're going to be doing later, but they are certainly quite powerful. So, you want to walk over to near the Skyforge, but you need to be on the outside of Whiterun for this. And once you get to near the Skyforge, there is a place where you can walk into some rocks. I think it's about... Where is it? Here? Oh yeah, so you should see this. This is a marker that lets you know that you are near where you need to be. So, you want to find this spot, then see these rocks, walk on over to them, and right here, you just walk straight on through it. And as you can see, there's a bunch of gear over here, and there's also this wonderful little chest, which is tied to the inventory of Yorland Greymane. And so, if we open up the chest, you can see we can take all of his inventory. We can take all of these iron ingots, all of the corundum ingots if we wanted to. We can take the hunting bow. We can take the leather gauntlets. We can take the iron arrows. We can take everything. And we're going to be using this we're going to be upgrading this in order to max out our smithing. Yeah, you can grab that. And now, in order to get out, you can either walk up through these rocks, or just go to your map and fast travel to Whiterun. And now we're back in Whiterun, and we can begin to max out our smithing. So, go to the workbench. Make sure you have your necklace equipped, and just improve something. And as you can see, we've just improved our smithing to 82. Yes, balance. Let's say this iron sword is looking kind of weak, only doing 8 damage. Let's make it do 565. Which means we now have a weapon that can kill every single NPC in the game, and armor that is completely invulnerable. So, we have now just leveled up our smithing to its maximum. It doesn't matter what you level up, because we're going to be maxing out all of the stats with powerful enchanted gear. And you can also see that we've just leveled up to level 26. So, grab Arcane Blacksmith, and build on this side of the smithing tree to get to Daedric Smithing. Or you can also go to Dragon's Armor, you can get Class Smithing, whatever armor you think looks the coolest, you should build towards getting that perk on the tree. So now, open up War Maidens. Alright guys, so I made a mistake when telling you guys what level you needed to be. You don't actually need to be level 25 or higher, you need to be level 27 or higher. So, this might seem like it's a problem, but it is not. Don't worry. You see, all we need to do... I don't care. Enough of that. So, you just need to level up just any skill. It doesn't matter what it is. So just quickly walk out of Skyrim, head over to the Giants camp that is very close to Whiterun, and go kill them with your newly found iron sword that does 565 damage. Nyeh. And he's dead. He's just dead. And so now if we go to one-handed hit... Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So yeah, this might take a while. Alternatively, you can just tank hits from them and level up your heavy armor. That is also an option. Ulsberth. If he doesn't have any ingots, quick save, attack him, and talk to him again to reset his inventory. Ah, here we are. We have the ebony ingots. So, now that we have those, you want to open up Whiterun again. So, now that we've gotten the ebony ingots, there is something we need to get. I'm going to drop a save quickly. And that someone is any follower. Open the Drunken Huntsman, and look for a mercenary. You can talk to Janassa.
I know nothing. You have chosen wisely. Lead on.
Alright.
And I shall follow.
Okay. Yes, so now just walk into the Drunken Huntsman and hire any mercenary. It doesn't matter who. Now, you want to go right on over to here. Okay, so drop the miscellaneous. Drop the ebony ingots, as well as the Daedra hearts. Then talk to your follower and have them all of these, and then you just want to open up Skyrim, and then fast travel back into Whiterun, and then you should find that the stuff you dropped is still here. But if you talk to Janassa, I need to trade some things with you, you'll see that she has the stuff in her inventory. So, go back to miscellaneous, drop the ebony ingots as well as the Daedra hearts. Talk to her. I need her to do something. Tell her to take all of these. And while she does that, open up Skyrim. And then fast travel back into Whiterun. And this is the famous Whiterun duplication glitch. It can be done forever. There's no limit to how many times you can do this, and it is a fantastic glitch. Okay, so now that you've gotten all that done, and once you've done this, you can just tell your follower it's time for us to part ways. Now that you've done all of that, you should have a bunch of ebony ingots, and also quite a few Daedra hearts. So now, what you can do is use the blacksmith forge, and you need leather strips too. But that's not a problem. You can just go on in here and talk to Ulfberth and buy some leather strips. And there you go. Now you have all the things you need to create some pretty powerful endgame gear at only level 27. We have not progressed the main quest line at all, and yet we have some of the most powerful items in the entire game. So yeah, doesn't matter what weapons you use. The Daedric dagger, you can use a dagger for the fast attack speed. I'm going to be using a sword because I think it looks the coolest. So, now that you've gotten all of the armor made, you're going to notice that you're slow because you're over encumbered. But that is something that we will fix in just a moment. So, improve all of your Daedric armor, and also improve your weapons. Daedric. Oh, press the wrong button. Improve the Daedric dagger, the Daedric sword, and there we go. So now you can run on under here and just drop a bunch of unnecessary items. You're not really going to need it. Now that you've dropped all of that, you can run on up to Dragon's Reach, or you can just fast travel. That is also an option. And then you can open up Dragon's Reach. And you can enchant your gear. I would, however, recommend that you definitely save before you enchant any of this gear, because a lot of the enchantments can crash the game if you aren't careful. Okay. So, I've just finished creating my last enchanted Daedric armor, or item. I'm going to favorite those. So, now, we have the Edgy Dagger, which, if target dies within 8,937 seconds, fills a soul gem. The Edgy Armor, which increases my health by, 38,000? Yes, 38,000 points. The Edgy Gauntlets, which create potions that are 100,000% more powerful. The Edgy Helmet, which increases my magicka by 200,000 points. The Edgy Sword, which if target dies within 5,200 and within 52,000 seconds, fills a soul gem. As well as the Edgy Boots, which I forgot to capitalize the E, and so they're at the bottom, which increase our carrying capacity by 53,000 points. Like you can see, our carry weight is absurd. This was another episode of The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.